Cytecare Hospitals has a vision to redefine cancer care in our country. It is a patient-centric institution. We have sought to put the patient at the center and redesign every process that a hospital needs around the patient. Our primary focus is on clinical excellence in terms of bringing the very best medical talent from India and around the world into our hospitals. But most importantly, all this has to converge into a benefit and a superior outcome for our patients. While we try to provide the very best clinical care to our patient, the how, in terms of how that care is delivered to our patients, is equally important at Cytecare.
At Cytecare, we are all out to create a model of cancer care which is personalized for every patient. No two cancer patients are the same, and no two cancer treatments can be the same. We have brought in some of the best research protocols and evidence-based medicine into one single network of hospitals. We have a dedicated team of in-house organ side focused specialists who are full-time with us, creating the level of expertise that is necessary to deliver cancer care. All of that we need to put together and finally deliver a calm, tranquil and satisfying experience for every patient. And that is what Cytecare is about.
We at the Cytecare Cancer Hospital give a lot of importance to the tumor board and the decisions taken by this board. During this board meeting, a group of very experienced physicians join together, treating that particular cancer once a week. And we discuss every patient that comes in, taking into consideration all the available investigations, the patient's history, the condition of the patient, financial condition of the patient, and the background of this patient. Once a decision is taken, we obviously have the best results. Decisions which are taken by very experienced physicians, but this is not the only factor involved. We also follow guidelines. We have various types of guidelines available: the NCCN guidelines, the European Society guidelines, the ICMR guidelines, and the guidelines given by the Tata Memorial Hospital in India. When we follow guidelines, we naturally have the best results from the point of view of success in treatment, and that is the motto behind our hospital.
That treating cancer at Cytecare is second to none is because of our patient-centric culture. We've made enormous efforts to ensure that in every situation, the patient receives an accommodating, stress-free experience. Care is more than just medical attention. We ensure that the design of every process, every small detail is simple and welcoming. There is ample room for the patient at every stage to share his or her opinion and concerns, and we believe that a holistic approach positively impacts our clinical outcomes. We keep a significant focus on building a care platform that focuses on nutrition, pain management, psychosocial support, and palliation, which is accessible here. We aim for an integrated approach at all times, which is the Cytecare difference.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all of you for your gracious presence here. I think the pandemic has taught us a lot, and a virtual inaugural ceremony is one among them. This is my first virtual inaugural, I would say. All of it is being staged on Facebook Live right now. We shall just start the event, and I would like to facilitate a few people here. Introduction to all of them is not enough from my end, but I will try my best. All right. Um, so talking about Dr. Vijeta Dravid, Dr. Vijeta is the lady behind the wall. She is a general surgeon by qualification and has her special interest in breast surgery with more than 18 years of experience in the field, uh, which is when she worked in RxDx Whitefield and Cloud9. Eventually, in order to achieve a better balance at home, she has become a homemaker and now an entrepreneur. So may we facilitate Dr. Vijeta, and I call Deepika to facilitate her, please. Followed by Dr. Sunita Maheshwari. Dr. Sunita is a pediatric cardiologist by profession and managing director at RxDx and Cytecare. She was always ahead of her time, and she was awarded as Amazing Indian Award by Times Now, also Young Clinician Award by American Heart Association. She was also featured in a book called India's Most Powerful Woman, and she has many other to her kitty. May I call upon Dr.
She has
Sunita?
become a homemaker
Lissy,
and now an entrepreneur. So may we facilitate Dr. Vijeta, and I call Deepika to facilitate her, please.
thank you. So, Dr. Ferzaan, engineer. Dr. Ferzaan is co-founder and chairman of Cytecare Hospitals. He is also the co-founder and joint chairman of Merrill Ventures. Ferzaan serves as board of director to Sun Pharma as well and SciSpace Research. Dr. Ferzaan has helped launch the international CRO industry in India. He was also a member of Quintile's Asia Pacific Management Board. He is on advisory board for many research and clinical foundations. There are a lot more to his introduction as well. So may I call upon Dr. Ferzaan here. Deepika, can you please felicitate? So Mr. Suresh Ramu, Suresh Ramu is the co-founder and CEO of Cytecare Hospitals, which is a comprehensive cancer care hospital network, which is one of the first organ site focused cancer hospital, which started in November 2016 in Bangalore. He is also a co-founder for SciSpace Research, a clinical research solution organization. Ramu began his career with PricewaterhouseCoopers, then was with a startup in a telemedicine company, followed by Quintiles. May I call upon Ramu? Can you please? So, Ramu, I would want you here for the welcome note, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, RxDx SAMANVAY. This is really a honorable moment. I mean, I think we've been talking about doing an outreach center and a daycare chemotherapy center from Cytecare for maybe over a year and a half now. And we were about to get ready to launch this maybe in the early part of 2020 when we were hit by the pandemic. But I think the last 6 months, as Ayushi said, has taught us a lot. And not only the virtual event, but the fact that we need to reach out and get closer to our patients is something even more important at these times. I think patients would like to consult to the same team of oncologists closer to home. They will be, as far as possible, trying to take treatment in a similar facility as a hospital with the same protocols and the same kind of cancer-trained nurses, onco-trained nurses that they would want to seek. And I think for us, it is important to reach out even more from a hospital perspective, given the expectation from patients and families that the healthcare is closer available now. We have launched virtual healthcare, a long time ago, but I was part of a telemedicine company about 2 decades ago, which was obviously the wrong time to be in the business. But today, in just 6 months, we have seen maybe a 50x increase in terms of the number of consultations teleconsultations that are happening daily as compared to what was happening yearly in just 2019. We ourselves had planned to launch a teleconsultation service last year, and I don't think it had many takers, both from the patient's perspective as well as from the clinician's perspective. But today, patients are very comfortable, and I think clinicians are also comfortable. They're saying that we can see each other better without the mask. And that is one of the big things that we are missing out today in terms of the body language and the ability to see each other, even if we are physically present in the same room because of the pandemic. And I'm hoping that obviously this is all short-lived, maybe a year and a half. But the fact that we also need physical spaces for cancer treatment is not something that is going to go away. There is a need for the touch and the care that the clinician and the nurses are able to provide. The same quality of care that we are able to provide in centers that we can trust, with a clinical team clinical and a management team on the other side that believes in the philosophies of patient first, I think is extremely important when Cytecare collaborates. And I think this is for us, therefore, a proud moment to partner with RxDx SAMANVAY. I think we're very, very glad to be here today. This is just the beginning for us. There is a long way and a long road here in terms of what we want to do in this clinic, in terms of the outpatient consultations as well as daycare, chemotherapy as well as procedures that can be done. A large number of procedures, a large number of treatments are now becoming daycare across the healthcare world, and I think cancer is not far behind. So we expect that this is maybe more like a sub-center for our hospital, maybe more than just an outreach center in the future, and this will be the first of many, I'm quite sure. So very proud to be here. Thank you very much for hosting us. Thank you very much for partnering us from the Cytecare family side, really to the entire RxDx SAMANVAY team, and all the very best to all the doctors and the entire team of Cytecare who have taken the initiative to be here, not only today, but I'm saying to actually do their bit in terms of their outreach. So I think it is not an easy time when we talk about people coming out there. The doctors are in the front line. They're actually meeting with the patients. They're taking the risks every single minute, and yet they are available. And I think our doctors are no far. We are very, very proud about the clinical team that has taken the initiative to meet the patients on a daily basis and to even come to extra centers like these. So thank you, everybody, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramu, for those words. I would now invite for the lamp lighting, Dr. Purma, Mr. Ram Prasad, Dr. Harish, Dr. Selvin, Monica and Lissy also, please, if you can join. Please come in. Come.
wonderful to be here, and like Ramu said, it's a proud moment for us. I've always had great respect and cultural affinity for RxDx, even though I live in another part of town. Whenever I need medical advice for myself, family, friends, uh, Sunita is always the go-to person. And I've always been impressed with very consistent, patient-friendly, absolutely ethical, uh, uh, very high-quality medical care that RxDx has been providing. So when we set up Cytecare hospitals, we wanted to redefine how cancer care is made available in our city. We set up a place which is super specialized. So I'm happy some of our doctors are here, which is organ-based, controlled by a tumor board, run in a very proper patient-friendly manner. And most importantly, doesn't look and feel like a hospital. It's a friendly place, it's a place of healing. So more than the clinical synergies that I'm sure we'll realize and serve patients better and serve them and access people in more parts of the town than hitherto we could. For me, the more important thing is the cultural affinity that both organizations have. I think a patient will get the same look and feel, regardless of whether they are here or in our hospital. So I'm delighted, I'm very proud. Dr. Selvin, thanks for setting up everything and playing a big role in that. So Dr. Vijeta, it's a pleasure for me.
Dr. Vijeta, we would like to hear from you as well.
First of all, congratulations, Team Cytecare and Team SAMANVAY. It's a smaller team and representing both the organizations. And congratulations actually for this partnership. It's an honor to be associated with one of the most premier cancer care center in the country. And I understand that this actually could be one of the very smart partnerships. One, because like Dr. Ferzaan said, culturally we seem like we are probably on the same page. The look and feel of Cytecare, most importantly, that you don't feel that it's a hospital, and that's so important for a cancer patient, and that's exactly what we feel about this center. And bringing cancer care within the community, which is going to enhance RxDx is going to be a shot in the arm, because RxDx is all about serving within the community, right in the community. So it's really good that the community is going to be able to avail the cancer facilities here. I hope and I really wish this is a very long partnership, and I hope that we contribute in your tagline which says fighting cancer the right way. Like Mr. Ramu said, yes, me and Sunita have always looked at the daycare and always, actually, even before Cytecare we started discussing, I always told her that, I think this will be a perfect sort of center where the cancer patients needn't go that far to get the chemotherapy, or even if it means for a patient who needs to start consulting, doesn't need to go to the tertiary center right away, can start consulting here. And for the patients who've been treated, can be doing follow-up here or come here for chemotherapy. So it's almost two ideas. We were looking for something, and it's almost marrying of the two ideas, which is really great. Like I said, again, congratulations, and I wish the entire team, represented by Dr. Selvin, Sister Lizzie, Monica, Mr. Ram Prasad, Dr. Puvama, Dr. Ferzaan, and Dr. Ramu. Thank you, Ayushi, also for conducting this event, and all the best. Thank you, Ferzaan.
But on a more serious note, I think I've known Ferzaan now thanks to Anand and then through Arjun for a long time. And I know that Cytecare was really a labor of love. And I always tell him that he put so much passion and love into building something for India. And I would say the same for RxDx. I think for Vijeta, she didn't really need to be building a community clinic. For me, I really come from the super specialty world, but we felt that there was a lack of community effort in India. One, because you don't earn a lot of money, and it's not very interesting to most people. So I think this also is really a labor of love about putting up clinics for the community. And I think that idea that, all care doesn't have to be in a hospital. I think in India, a lot of the medical care is focused. I checked last night, we have 69,000 hospitals in our country. So most of medical care is focused in hospitals. And the idea of RxDx was to actually take whatever could be taken out of a hospital, whatever was pre-hospital. So we're not a hospital. We don't, we're not in the same space as hospitals. But whatever can be done outside a hospital is something RxDx aims to do within the community. And I think, as you said, Ramu, the digital world obviously has exploded. Teleconsultations are on the rise. But I truly believe it's going to be Phygital. You will need physical, you need good spaces, you need things that you can't just do on tele. So I think any group that is able to combine these two, and I think Cytecare is managing to do that, RxDx has managed to do that, and most importantly, I think in any partnership. So I think Cytecare is doing cancer for the right reasons and the right way. RxDx is doing primary care and community medicine for the right reasons and hopefully the right way. And therefore, it's a partnership right there. But in my mind, the most important part of partnership, and I think Ferzaan alluded to it when he talked about culture, is in my mind ethics, medical ethics. And today to find partners with whom you share the same space of ethical medicine, the same kind of path is not that easy. I was quite lucky to find someone like Dr. Vijeta, she's not driven here by money, but driven more by making an impact in the communities around. So we had that shared vision. So I think to find ethical medical partners wanting to do medical care the right way is not so easy. So I feel blessed that, we've kind of found, we knew each other, but we found each other and built out this partnership. So thank you all. We look forward to, growing this with you over the next few years. Thank you.
Okay, so we would want to wind up the event. Thank you everyone again for being here. And Cytecare Clinics is proud to be associated with RxDx SAMANVAY. Look forward to closely working with everyone and bringing cancer outreach in Malleswaram. Thank you so much.